and gentlemen, welcome to Dota 2 Update for the week of August 8th, 2011. Our top news for this week: the official Steam page for Dota 2 is now up, and you can add the game to your wish list, and also gives us some nice information about the game and a possible beta. Our second story of the week: some drama happening this past week in terms of Chinese Dota professional teams. The reason this is Dota 2 related is because these two teams that were affected were probably two of the favorites to win this $1 million tournament announced last week by Valve. So more on that in just a second. And our final story of the week: leaked Dota 2 screenshots or just another disappointment? This one goes kind of in the middle, because a Dota 2 pro team has posted pictures of their official training house where they're getting all ready for this huge tournament, and they posted some pictures. However, don't get your hopes up too much. Alright, so jumping into our first story, the Dota 2 official Steam page is now up on steampower.com, and it tells us some pretty exciting information that we didn't really know or weren't really sure about before. First of all, it's coming for Mac and PC, and second of all, it says Valve is targeting this fall for a large-scale beta. Now that's the exciting part on this page, and I'm thinking we're going to have a lot more information on that after Gamescom. And I just want to touch upon one little idea before we end this first story, because there's not really that much else on this official page. I've heard speculation about how Valve might do a huge beta open to everybody for a while, and then release it as a paid game, because a lot of people are wondering, oh, is Valve going to make it free to play now that League of Legends and Heroes of New Earth are free to play? Or are they going to go head on and just make it a paid game? Alright, so our second story of the day: drama and controversy in Chinese professional Dota. So here's the story. First, it was rumored that the son of the richest man in China buys the team CCM, which is probably one of the most feared teams in Dota today, and has a great chance of winning that Dota 2 international tournament. So this rich kid buys this team. However, the money he paid for, when he translates into United States dollars, is 6 million USD. Remember, the Dota 2 tournament is 1 million. That's a ridiculous amount of money. And this kid buys this Dota team for 6 million. So everybody's jaw sort of dropped at this news. However, right after this, an even more shocking news came, especially for people who have been following the Dota scene for quite some time. So one of the most stable teams in Chinese Dota today, LGD, disbanded this past week, and it is rumored that is that same rich kid that bought out CCM, the last team that we talked about, also bought out 4 players of LGD, leaving only one person left, ZSMJ, who said he wanted to stick to the team because of team loyalty, so props to him. However, a one-man Dota team doesn't quite work, so LGD officially announced their just sort of separation. Their manager announced that they have officially disbanded. All their upcoming matches will be forfeited, and what an unfortunate piece of news coming right before this Dota 2 tournament, because as you know, LGD is one of the teams invited to the $1 million Dota 2 tournament, and they were one of the top dogs, I'd say, to win the whole thing, because they're one of the most feared Dota teams out there today. And some people have been saying it seems like this rich kid is really making a big stir in the Dota world right before this tournament, because he has stuck his finger in 2 of the teams that are the most favored to win this Dota 2 tournament and are the strongest today. CCM, which he bought out already completely, and LGD, which he bought 4 players and messed up the team. So that sucks, and we also don't know what's going to happen with their spot in the Dota 2 $1 million tournament, because obviously now I don't know, are they going to attend with one guy and that guy's going to make a new team, or the 4 guys going to get the invitation? I don't know. Only time can tell on this one. Alright, so our third story of the week: Dota 2 training house photos, yay, and possible Dota 2 achievements. So we've got some pictures of one of the Dota 2 teams training for this awesome tournament that's happening at Gamescom, and they've posted the house in general, and they've actually posted some inside shots, and one of the inside shots, it looks at first glance one of the guys is playing Dota 2, but actually I'm going to talk about why it's not. So we were talking about this one picture right here. So the first reaction is, Oh my gosh, this is a Dota 2 training house or something on the screen. Zoom in, zoom in, zoom in. It must be Dota 2. But actually, I highly doubt that it's Dota 2, and here's why. Number one, first off, at face value, it looks like StarCraft 2. Second of all, okay, so it's obvious that Valve has some strict NDAs, some strict contracts not to leak any Dota 2 information until Gamescom, right? And there's probably some really bad consequence if you do, in fact, leak it. Maybe get sued, whatever. That's horrible. So why would this team leave this one picture unblurred? Because if this was actually Dota 2, Valve would know exactly who did it and probably exactly where to find them. So that's why I don't think this is Dota 2 actually. Alright, just one last thing before we wrap things up. It looks like we got a picture of Dota 2 achievements. It's not really that exciting, but I guess the only information that we can grasp from this is that, oh, it looks like there are achievements in Dota 2 like there are in StarCraft 2. Not too exciting, but hey, I'm just throwing it out there. And with that, that's it for Dota 2 update for the week of August 8th, 2011. And guys, there's only one more Dota 2 update left before the Dota 2 floodgates are open and we learn everything. Well, maybe not everything, but we get gameplay, everything. Huge tournament at Gamescom. So I'm totally psyched. And to get ready, I'm gonna go play myself some Dota, some Han, some LOL, and I'll see you guys next time.